business, marketing, and entrepreneurship from the lens of the digital age. It's time to shine digitally.
Okay guys, welcome back to Shine Digitally. It's time to shine, and today's message is going to be fairly quick. I need to be getting out here early because, we create this podcast weekly, but sometimes we get a little behind, but that's not going to stop us. Also, excuse the voice, I'm a little stuffy today, dealing with something passing. So today we're talking about the importance of CEO time and what exactly that is. So from our personal experience, one thing that's truly helped us, well, I'll give you experience. So we was creating some funnels for some of our endeavors, and we noticed that we was getting stuck during this process by just opening up the laptop and starting to do stuff. And for weeks we wasn't getting nowhere. But as soon as we sat down, we identified what we wanted to do, time block structure, we believed to get that done, and then sticking to that time, we was able to move so much more quicker in less time. And this, I feel like CEO time is essentially an overview, planning, what's going where, why is it going there, what are we doing? And so this is paramount because in your journey, if you're moving, if you're just moving without an overview, you'll start climbing a ladder and it might be leaning up against the wrong wall. So we got to make sure that we have an overview and a not intention, but a macro view, if you will, of what we're doing, so that we can move more effectively. Because if not, then if not, we'll just be doing stuff and not getting nowhere, guys. So that CEO time, make sure you're planning. Time blocking, that's a big one. Time blocking so that you can gauge the time frame for you doing certain stuff, and just planning. I guess that's what you could essentially call CEO time, is planning. Because if you don't have that CEO time, you're just going to be doing stuff. And so here's some methods that you could use to move forward with that. So I'd say one thing that I do is, so I have many different emails, right? And so in my blocks that I do, I usually have a block before the block of opening emails and going through whatnot. So it's kind of like I'm able to gauge what I'm doing just from opening up the email. I go through, I see what's important, I have time frame to plan it all out. And this could help too, because maybe it's stressful to sit down, an hour. Maybe you don't have an hour, of time to plan something. Then just do 5 minutes. Gauge what you're doing beforehand, and coordinate your energy before you just start doing it. Have that 5 minute CEO time of planning what you're going to do right now. That could help you in focusing in on what you got to do. Because if you just start doing stuff, again, that might lead us astray and we don't get anything accomplished. But if that tactic specifically, I feel like will help us. The 5 minutes, taking the time to gauge what you're gonna do. And you know what? Specifically, there's actually a block that I need to incorporate this into that I haven't. So I'm gonna heed these words and I'm gonna move forward with that. Yeah, I'm gonna block 5 minutes just to gauge what needs to be done. I'm gonna write out what needs to be done within this block. Write it on out. And then that's going to help you clarify. And then when you're done with this, you're going to feel good about yourself because you wrote out what you needed to do. And even if you don't get it done, you know what you're working to on a consistent basis. And that's key to helping us being able to shine digitally, because shining digitally is a process, and a lot of this is automation and simplifying. So with that, guys, make sure that you're incorporating CEO time, whether you block out a whole time to do the whole week or you do it on a daily basis. Preparation prevents poor performance. Or maybe it's proper planning prevents poor performance. But you get the gist, guys. We got to prepare. So with that, I'll see you in next week's episode. These have been kind of short because we need to Right now we're just getting consistent, but you know, we actually got some guests planned soon. So stay tuned. We're gonna continue to shine digitally and keep putting it together.